Okay, I think we're live. Let me check it. 1 sec. 1 second though. Oh, we live. No, I don't.
Yep, we're live.
Well, I don't. Wait,
Uh-huh.
I can just check on her. We live. Let's see. Are you sure?
Yep. I'm on stream right now.
Wait, me. So you watching it?
Yeah,
Okay.
on my phone.
Okay. Yep, we are live. Okay, we are reacting to Zach D Films, or Zach Films, whatever his name is.
Zach film.
Are we to start?
Yep. Let's see their video first.
Video?
Yeah,
How I
speed.
show speed walks. Okay.
So sweet, so easy on the eyes.
Stupid ad.
Idiots on the inside. Whole life spreading lies. Can't hide.
Dude, this actually looks like a good season.
Yeah.
Do you know how
Those are some baddies
really
right
works? Today, we open him up. Inside his chest, his lungs aren't ordinary. No, they are massive subwoofers, turning every breath of oxygen into pure. His endless noise, that comes from the infinite scream generator, ensuring he never, ever goes quiet. For fuel, a built-in KFC oven burns constantly, keeping the
Why
machine running.
KFC?
And believe it or not, a full watermelon factory operates inside. Don't ask. His stomach functions as a fire cannon. Whenever he screams too hard, flames burst out. His heart? Not just a muscle, it's also a high-speed Wi-Fi router, powering the madness. And at the core of it all, a miniature Cristiano Ronaldo keeps everything in motion.
Makes
His
sense.
barking controlled by a hidden robot dog module. Deep within, a gaming PC constantly crashes. Yet somehow, against all odds, it keeps him alive. And at the very center, pulsing with energy, lies a YouTube play button, his one true life source. When every system
Look.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Do you know how I show
Got the good whiff.
And then we got all
Okay. Zach D Films off at a good start.
If lightning strikes a Tesla, can it recharge the car's battery? An average lightning bolt discharges a voltage of about 100 million volts and has a typical energy of approximately 10 billion joules. A Tesla battery has around 100 kilowatt hours, so to recharge it to 100%, you would need around 360 lightning strikes, which would probably bring it to life, turning it into a transformer that would slap your ass. If lightning strikes a Tesla, can it recharge the car's battery? If a pigeon eats gunpowder, will it lay grenades instead of eggs? This bird usually feeds on worms or seeds found in nature, but feeding it gunpowder will transform its reproductive system into a natural grenade factory. Technically, all you need to do is attach a magazine and
Look
a
at
trigger.
that.
You should have a 100% functional grenade launcher. If a pigeon eats gunpowder,
Tired of lag sending you into the void? Then try lunar.
the man escaped from prison by shooting a ball and chain from a cannon, according to legend. But this is impossible. The ball and chain is made of solid iron and weighs about 45 pounds on its own. It was designed to slow down prisoners in case of escape. The prisoner actually managed to load it into the cannon, but when he fired, the man is...
Go to the most popular tab.
Populous?
Yeah.
Always start from a corner. This doubles your chances of winning. If your opponent also starts from a corner, use the opposite corner from where you started. He will block the center, so use the last
See it?
Yeah.
available corner. This way, you will have two ways to win. But if your opponent starts from the center after your initial move, then use a German sticky grenade. Always start from a corner. This double. If the cow eats blueberries, could the milk come out purple? You see, milk is composed of 90% water. The rest is made up of lactose, fat, and protein, and this causes its white color. So if a cow eats 39mm bullets, it could become a Kalashnikov.
Why is there
automatic rifle. It could become a
Go
Kalashnikov.
to the milk.
Lactose, fat, and protein.
What?
Pause once it fills.
Huh?
Keep going.
And this causes its
Pause.
white color.
Why?
Brain rot on the screen.
So if
What do you mean?
Look right there. It's brain rot.
it's white color.
Oh. This?
Yeah.
So if a cow eats 39mm bullets, it could become a Kalashnikov automatic rifle. If the cow eats blue.
If you grew up on Dutch Bros.
If you use cotton swabs to clean your ears, be careful. Many people use cotton swabs without knowing how dangerous they can be. Not only can they cause infections, but when you use a cotton swab, you push the earwax deeper into the ear, which can cause pain. Instead, use a flak 18 to 3688 mm. If you use
Makes sense. That's some actual life tips right now.
Start by making a small hole in the lips. This makes it easier to insert the first smaller ring. Once the wound has healed, the ring is removed and a larger one is inserted. This is repeated several times until the desired size is reached. In their beautiful culture, this is a sign of beauty
what?
and maturity. Start by making a small hole in the lips. This makes it easier to insert the first smaller ring. Once the wound has healed, the ring is removed and a larger one is inserted. This is repeated several times until the desired size is reached. In their beautiful culture, this is a sign of beauty and maturity. Generally, those with the largest rings are seen. Start by making a.
Okay.
If you put your finger in the barrel of a gun, some people think it would stop the bullet and make the barrel explode. But that's not completely true. Doing this would easily shatter your finger as the bullet continued on. To really stop the bullet, you shouldn't put your finger there. But if you put your finger.
Do you just not find these funny?
I'm eating at the same time.
By snapping your fingers, you can ask for anything you want, but only one wish can come true. Now, you would think that girls would wish for things like a new handbag, an expensive accessory, or a new phone.
Dude, I wish for unlimited money.
Yeah.
What do you wish for?
$4 quadrillion.
What?
99 billion dollars.
I just wish for unlimited. I can never.
And yes, that would go like this. But for boys, it's different because by snapping your fingers, you can
That
ask
actually
for
kind of looks fun.
which came first, the chicken or the egg. Some people say the egg because it already existed in the time of the dinosaurs.
I see chickens came first here.
Yeah.
Others say the chicken, born from a mutation in a semi-chicken egg. But if the egg created the chicken and the chicken created the egg, then who started it all? Actually, it came first.
Stephen Hawking with double miniguns and nuclear rockets.
Which came.
Okay.
Do you know how to spin a basketball correctly? The secret is in the rotation of the ball. So, first place it in the center of your palm, throw it gently into the air, applying a spin, then immediately position your fingers like an Italian. If that doesn't work, try using a LeBron James with explosiveness. Do you
That makes so much sense.
Wearing headphones for too long is dangerous. You see, they can cause deformation of the head due to the pressure created to keep them in place, which can turn you into a Discord moderator. But here's how to avoid this problem.
Okay.
When you play, take your cat, then load it with 9mm bullets. After that, wearing headphones.
So much sense.
If you took out all the bones in your body and replaced them with.
Do you hear that?
What?
Listen.
If you took out all the bones in your body and
Dude,
Well,
did he hurt?
yeah.
bones in your body and replaced them with a Lego skeleton, could you still walk? Removing the bones from your body is technically possible, but you would look like my bulldog's nuts. However, if you managed to replace them with a Lego skeleton, you probably wouldn't even be able to stand up. If you took out all the bones in your body. If you are trapped in a room with walls that are closing, first, breathe and look for a red button. If you can't find one, try using your body to push the walls. If that doesn't work either, cover yourself with baby oil so you can slide like a fucking worm. But be careful. You may not always land where you want to. Hello there. If you are trapped in a room with walls that are closing, first, breathe and look for a red button. If you can't find one, try using your body to push the walls. If that doesn't work either, cover yourself with baby oil so you can slide like a fucking worm. But be careful. You may not always land where you want to. Hello there. If you are trapped in a room with walls that are closing, when you flip a coin, most people believe they have a 50-50 chance of getting heads or tails. But in reality, this is not the case. When you flip a coin, you have a 49% chance of getting either side. You may wonder what the remaining 2% is. Well, that small percentage is nothing more than when you flip a coin,
It's
most
landing
people
on the
believe they have a 50-50 chance.
How to make a New York Yankees fan love Boston?
If you set a giant sticky trap, can you run fast enough to get over it? This type of trap is used to catch mice or cockroaches and is incredibly effective given its stickiness and the weight of the animal. A person of average weight would need to run at around 90 miles per hour. But as soon as if you set a giant sticky trap,
What
can you
was
run
that?
fast enough to get... If your dog is broken, here's how to fix it. Deactivate attack mode by holding the tail for 3 seconds. Once open, identify the propeller and tank. Handle the detonator and bullet magazine with care. Polish the chamber with a soft cloth and clean the front air intake with a cotton swab. Finally, close with M6 bolts. Now test in with a tennis ball. If your dog is broken, here's how to...
Makes sense. I'm gonna try on my dog.
Yeah, go
For the
try it
ones
on
who
your
know, well,
late
what
game.
the hell are you doing? Don't put fucking ketchup on your fries. Instead, put a Honda HRG 466 SK petrol lawnmower. Thanks to its powerful 4-stroke engine with minimal vibration, it guarantees a comfortable and effortless... What the hell are you doing? Don't put fucking...
Do you see that? How
Put
do
your
you not
foot in
find
the
these
stirrup
funny?
and hold on to the saddle to prevent
I've
slipping.
seen some
Push
of them.
your right
before.
leg up forcefully to help you climb on. Then
Once
swing
we
your
get
left
far
leg
enough
over.
down, it's gonna
Keep
be
an
new.
upright position.
Okay, then why don't we just go do that? You should have
If you-
said that.
If you turn red with shyness when talking to lots
This
of
new?
people, here's how to fix it.
Oh,
What?
keep going down.
Dude, he only has 70 videos.
Go to oldest.
If you are picking your nose, how deep can you go? You might think half your finger is the maximum, but actually you can manage to touch your brain. And not only that, you see, if you go deeper, your arm might come out of your ass for incredible relief. You can even use an RGD-5 grenade to pick your brain as much. If you are picking your nose, how deep? Have you ever wondered why the fuck we use toilet paper to clean our anus? I mean, why the fuck isn't it used like a hairdryer, a candle, maybe a chicken, or even a double-propelled flame? Have you ever wondered why the fuck we use... When you crack your neck, your joints are forced to move, and this can cause small air bubbles to burst, causing that popping sound we hear. But if you crack it too hard, will cause you to pass out, and you could turn into... Yo, what the fuck? I'm just making a video. Oh, shit. When you crack your neck, your joints are forced to move, and this can cause... If you take out your eyes, what do you think you can see? Well, most people think they see darkness at all, but in reality, you could see...
Bombardiro crocodilo. Un fottuto alligatore vol...
If you take out your...
Wow.
If you're using a vacuum cleaner and suddenly you get stuck in it...
Are you watching?
Yeah.
If you
Why is he using it like that?
if you using a vacuum cleaner.
I guess he doesn't use the shorties, so he needs to make it himself.
If you're using a vacuum cleaner and suddenly you get stuck in it, it's gonna suck you in until you
What?
dry out and convulse. That's not a good way to use a vacuum cleaner. If you're
Elevator.
Okay.
falling from the world's tallest skyscraper can send you to an impact speed of 130 kilometers per hour in just 13 seconds, giving you no chance of survival. Falling from the world's tallest skyscraper can send you to an impact. If you get a subwoofer big enough, can you use it to fly? A normal subwoofer is about 15 inches, just enough to crush your windows and destroy your eardrums. But to actually lift you off the ground, you'd need one the size of a stadium, pumping out 200 decibels per second. That's like 100 million times the power of a normal
I can scream that loud.
No, you can't.
size.
200 decibels? I think I can.
Dude, not even the world's loudest listener can do that.
What
I think
is the world's loudest scream
in
on
decibels.
record in decimals? Pretty sure that's how you do it. Oh.
Told you can't do that. And it's also a second and probably continuous. So,
Dude.
of course it was a female. I could probably scream at least 130.
Loudest scream ever recorded. Loudest scream was by Joe Drake.
No. Why Drake?
Okay, that's
one. And the instant it switches to maximum. If you get a subwoofer, the guy was about to make a joke, but something went wrong.
Bro, you almost scared me. I got you. Bro, let's play a new game. Okay, you ready?
did he shoot him?
If you
For
get a
the
subwoofer
reasons I
big enough, the
think.
guy was about.
No, it's because the guy was playing a prank.
The guy was about to make a joke, but something went wrong.
Bro, you almost scared me. I got you. Bro, let's play a
Because as soon as he took off the mask,
The guy was about to make a joke, but something went wrong.
Bro, you almost scared me. I got you.
as soon as he took off the mask and either
Bro, let's play a new game. Okay, you ready? Yes. Yay.
A wise old man says, chocolate is like people. The lighter it is, the better it tastes. The guy was about to make a joke, but something went wrong. If you fire a bullet that
That's
ricochets
racist.
off 3 walls, some people think it could come back and kill the shooter. But is this actually possible? Well, if the bullet is fired at a correct angle, it might ricochet, but it would go into your ass, and you might get pregnant of it. If you fire
pregnant.
What?
I don't think that's how pregnation works.
The guy was about to make a joke, but What the fuck are you doing? Don't put fucking sugar in your coffee. Instead, put in Husqvarna 440 gas-powered chainsaw, 40cc, 2.4 HP. What the
Dude, that makes so much more sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why put sugar when you can just put that? Like this guy's like the next Albert Einstein or something.
Did you know that chameleons
If
don't
that's
change
the next
color?
Albert Einstein, I am the most genius person ever.
Did you know that chameleons don't change color just to hide? They actually speak a colorful language all their own. When a chameleon changes to this color, it probably means it is ready to rob a convenience store.
Okay,
Did you know
dude.
that chameleons don't change? Is there any chance of survival if a person is sucked into an aircraft engine?
No. The chance is literally 0. I don't.
Unless you're right there.
Unless the engine just blows up and then you sucked into it. Or I just don't see why.
Firstly, you have to stay absolutely calm. Is there any chance of survival if a
It is if you're like right next the thing.
Dude, you have to stay absolutely calm. Okay?
While you're getting stuffed up.
Just stay calm.
Have you ever wondered why the slice of bread always falls on the side of the jam?
Is this actually true, though? Did you try this out?
No,
The story goes that Isaac Newton was in his garden when an apple fell on his head. He began to wonder how the apple had fallen downward, but actually what fell on his head was a nuclear... Have you ever wondered why the slice of bread? In June 2023, a man had the great idea of piloting a submarine with the gamepad. It was about... In June 2023, if you fire a bullet at an ancient iron helmet, most people might think that it would stop the impact. But these types of helmets were designed to stop weapons, such as swords, preventing the person from being cut by the sharp blade. So if you shoot an iron helmet at a giant bullet, it will surely be able to stop it. If you draw a line
I could
across
not
a circle,
imagine all that scraping and stuff in the battle.
then add a ball
What do you say?
Like all of the scraping metal to metal. Oh.
that will move across it back and forth. Keep adding lines, cutting the circle into a pie. Next, add a moving ball to each line. Each ball starts at a different angle, following its own path.
Obviously.
But when they all move at once, a spinning circle appears inside, even though each ball moves in a straight line. If you add candles, you could summon Mr. Draw a line across a circle. He slipped on shit.
No! That's Diddy plus hit.
Draw a line.
Ball.
He slipped on shit, falling on a drill bit.
Do you hear
Country
what he
ball.
slipped on?
Know what I'm talking about.
Do you hear what he slipped on?
He slipped on shit, falling on a drill bit, penetrating from his right eye to behind his ear, and was rushed quickly to the hospital. The doctors forgot that the metal should be removed before the MRI. This resulted in an unexpected outcome. The drill bit ended up in his ass, and so the man became pregnant. He slipped on shit.
Why?
You know, sometimes I actually think this is the true story. Like, I actually
falling
thought
on
this
a drill
was a true
bit,
story.
penetrating
Until that happened.
from his right eye. Do you
Yeah,
know
but it's
how
still creepy until he just made something up. What is this?
Do you know how babies are really born? You're probably thinking of the traditional method we all know, but it's really not. You see, if you want to have a baby in no time, all you have to do is put in the microwave. Tomato sauce, triple speed screwdriver with double battery, baby oil, a cow for milk, and finally a Pignani 512 Stradale. After 3 minutes, you should have a result like this. Do you know how babies...
Okay, let me...
Nobody tried that at home.
No.
If we had to point that out,
Dude,
you-
how
you
is
don't
anybody
know.
gonna get that car? Like, dude, do you know how expensive that is?
What the fuck are you doing? Don't put
Yeah,
fucking
just
milk
do the
in your cereal.
traditional.
Instead, you could try to put the Tommaso train at...
Dude, so relatable.
If your nuts are itching, you probably just have a hungry LeBron James who simply must have thought he was on a mega fried chicken wing. So, if you want to solve... If your nuts are itching...
What? No, play that again. Play it again.
Dude, Daddy, new play not.
Play it again.
I don't think I wanna.
No, do it. You have to see LeBron's face.
Stout, medium, and do you have ways?
Yeah. Dude, continue, please.
Okay.
You probably just have a hungry LeBron James.
This guy's face.
If your
Wow.
nuts are itching, you probably
This
just
face.
have a hungry LeBron James who simply must have thought he was on a mega fried chicken wing. So, if you want to solve... If your nuts are itching, if you break your arm and you don't go to the
Okay,
doctor,
okay.
it may
What?
Okay.
grow back deformed. But if you break your arms and legs, you might become the propeller of an MH-6 Little Bird helicopter. If you break your arm and you don't go to the
Okay.
doctor,
Bro.
Oh, this is his morning routine. Okay. Okay,
No,
dude.
no. Do you not
When
get
an
the reference?
What reference? This one? Cause
Wind tower.
yeah, I know.
Oh, I just saw the time. Oh my.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the time. That's the date. Not.
I know, but it's still.
When an ostrich sticks its head in your ass, you
Wait,
might think it's a
wait,
defense
wait,
method
wait.
to hide.
I just found the. Oh my god.
Well,
I just found the. Oh my gosh.
well.
Why did they do it on 9/11 specifically? And because it's 911. It was the police.
Huh?
No, the police made the terrorists look like they did it. But really, it was the police.
No, it's just the date.
I know, it was a joke.
When an ostrich sticks its
It's
head in
so-
your ass,
we
you might
have
think it's a defense method to hide from.
911 and 9/11.
Okay.
When an ostrich sticks its head in your ass, you might think it's a defense method to hide from predators.
Yes.
But in reality, it's probably just making a simple check for its Clash of Clans village. When an ostrich
Okay.
sticks its head in your
If you touch a cactus, the spines would probably get stuck in your skin. And if you try to pull them out, they will likely break off
up
because
with
they
the
are so
accent?
fragile. Instead, you should applying a generous layer of glue over the area. In that way, they will finally... If you touch a cactus, the
It's like an
spines
after
would...
tip, 'cause that does kind of make sense.
Until the part where he's like,
That actually does kind of.
probably get
That actually does kind of make sense.
When you fart, your body creates kinetic energy and heat. And when you sneeze, you create just as much energy. But can you do it at the same time? When you do either of these actions, both involve your abdominal muscles. So you can do a snart, but you can also do a screenshot and be paralyzed. When you fart, your body creates... If you fart in a jar and keep it sealed, will it still smell after 10 years? You see, scientifically, hydrogen sulfide can survive for years in a sealed environment. So, if you sniff it after years, it will bring you straight back to that burrito you shouldn't have eaten. If you fart in a jar and keep it sealed, the baby
Oh, did you hang up?
nah.
was playing, but a bear starts attacking. What the fuck is happening? Where's that bitch going? 黑人是他们不需要的麻烦。
Look, continue.
The baby-
Dude, it's not done.
The baby was playing, but a bear starts attacking. What the fuck is happening? Where's that bitch going? 黑人是他们不需要的麻烦。Donald, what the fuck? The baby was playing, but a...
Did you see the end?
Yeah.
Oh my dude. Read this. Oh, you know.
Bear starts attacking.
Yeah,
What the
I
fuck is
think
happening?
we
Where's
should
that
end that
bitch
there.
going?
I think
黑人
that's
是他们
good
不需要的
enough
麻
to
烦。Donald, what the fuck? The baby...
Imagine you have to defuse a bomb with a blue, red, and green wire. One of these will defuse it, but the other two will make it explode. You choose the blue wire, but when you are about to cut it, a message appears on the bomb's screen saying that the blue wire will detonate it. Now you have to choose between the red and green wires. If you think you have a 50-50 chance, you're wrong. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. Maybe double it and give it to the next person. Imagine...
Okay. Double it and give it to Zach D films.
A man
That's
puts a pear
crazy.
tag in a woman's bag.
His intentions are suspicious and he is wanted by the police. The woman leaves the gas station.
Is this a ripoff from Zach Films? Because he has a video just like this.
And he uses the app to track
I
the
think
victim's
some of them
movements.
are like ripoffs,
She
but they
drives
turn out to
away,
be
and he
stupid
decides
and
to
goofy.
follow her without being detected.
I think I remember.
He
I
carefully
remember
follows
the past few, but they're still funny.
the woman's movements without losing sight of the car. During the chase, the car stops and parks in front of a house. The man gets out of his car and runs to the back of the house without being seen. But once inside, he couldn't believe his eyes, because the woman was actually his father, having explosives. A man puts a pear tag in a woman's bag. The man picked up the lighter and thought that igniting farts was fun. This happens because they are mainly made up of flammable gases like methane and hydrogen. But if you have diarrhea...
Hello?
The man
Okay.
he bet all his remaining dollars on black, hoping for a stroke of luck. The croupier closed the bets and threw the ball. His heart was racing. He was sweating and visibly nervous, following every movement of the ball with his eyes. After a few seconds, finally, the ball landed on black. He bet all his remaining dollars on black. When Pinocchio lies, his nose grows. So what would happen if he said, "My nose is going to grow"?
Dude, this is the ripoff from Zach Films.
If it didn't grow, it means he was lying, which would cause his nose to grow. But his nose growing would indicate that he was not lying, which means his nose should never have grown. But if Geppetto asks for a lie, when Pinocchio lies, his nose grows.
If you play scissors, you have less chance of winning. Statistically, women play scissors more than other shapes because it is a simple gesture. So instead, always play rock as your first move because you have a 35% greater chance of winning. But if your opponent plays paper, then you do a triple round. If you play scissors, you have less chance of winning.
If you take out all your teeth and replace them with 64 gigabyte USB sticks, would you increase your storage capacity? Technically, yes, but only if you don't live in Florida, because in 1897 it became illegal. Because a guy who... If you take out all your teeth and... Here's how to win the jump rope in Squid Game step by step. What you need is focus and concentration. Then make sure the doll has not eaten an explosive chili burrito. Take a few steps forward and focus on the rotation of the rope so that you can calculate the turns per second and figure... Here's how to win the jump rope. When you flip a coin, most people
Okay, guys, I
believe
think
they have a 50-50
we should end
chance.
stream here, right?
Yep. We ending stream. That was a pretty funny stream. Let's see how much viewers we have. I can just... We got 1 view.
Hey, we'll get more later.
W.
They just everybody who watches later on, go subscribe if you like the video.
Go subscribe. We're trying to pass our friends.
Watch the Terraria video. I'll probably be coming out with another one soon.
Episode 1. This is the W video. Okay.